Well, good evening, people. That was a weird sound blip there. Um, yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight, and said fun is going to be taking place momentarily. How are you all doing tonight? Good to hear. So, as you can see, we are at the next dungeon. Venture into the ITS scope. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. So, as we want dungeon. Got our best gear on. One moment. Alright, let's get ourselves... Gosh, it's windy. We finally have, like, a storm that looks big enough to actually drop snow for the first time this year. This season, I should say. We're going straight into the ITS scope. The ITS scope. And I do extend some apologies for not having music playing in the background for these because they
All
are...
seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me?
Yes, Kral, we can hear you.
Those things are pure malcontent. The residue of lives unfulfilled.
So, okay, so we gotta kill him. No, we didn't. Okay. So, just have these first two that you kill, but music is off because likely it's going to be the kind that will get the video dinged. I don't really want dinged video. I mean a legitimate one this time, not jerks at Warner Chappelle saying, we own the rights to this without any evidence to the contrary. Going this way. We'll establish and then we'll start moving. So yes, the music is off because of reasons. And also, I think that when you get to final place in this, music will hit a little bit harder if you're watching the long plays. Alright, so Crash, as you can see, is one small group, then two groups that you can pull together if you're feeling good about it. This is trash that seems harder than it is. I'm 90 in here. First dungeon where I've been able to use entire combo. Level 90 Paladin skill is wonderful. It turns Confiteor into a chain of 4 attacks that all do massive damage. So it becomes your go-to damage dealing skill. What is up here? Olivia the Undeterred, first boss. She looks familiar. Thinkbuster. Blade of Faith. Blade of Truth. Blade of Valor. Alright. So, the Algia Climb is going to be a quadrant attack. We want to look at which tendrils are glowing. Okay, the Aglia Climb. Aglia Climb. You want to look at which direction the I can't talk. The tentacles are going to go in certain directions. Pay attention to these. They will get shot out to the edge and then they're going to rush across. So basically, if you dodge them the first time, you should stay where you are and dodge them the second time. Odiatamo. Gonna target random players. We got a stack mechanic right after it. You've got Disparagement, which is like a third of the arena cone. Frustration, raid-wide damage. If you dodge out of the way, you should be okay. Stand where you were. But you gotta move, because we've got another one of the Aglia Climbs going out. That is a small tongue twister from Frustration. Body et ammo. Targets 2 people, and are you going to do the, okay, we're doing the gather immediately after. Guessing the frontal cone again. Nope. Doing the Aglia Climb again. Right. So that's the first boss taken care of. Very simple mechanics. Just pay attention to the tendrils and the edge of the arena.
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you. ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
Alright, this trash, you can grab both these groups up to the first treasure chest, and you get cut off. Time limit left on that. We got 5 seconds. I'm good. I'll wait for the buff. So right there you can get a small buff that does damage and defense, I believe. Damage up, vulnerability down. Yep. You'll have to remind people of this occasionally. Do your best not to run ahead of the tank. Yeah, I got a new earring. Okay, we've got Ritatine the Unstable. Okay, Arterian Impact. Damage goes to everybody with that attack. Arterian Spark is a line attack. Okay, Vexillatio. Pay attention to this. You've got these crystals that come up. Look for the crystal that is dying the fastest. Go and stand near it. Once it goes down, you can run into the little tiny spot and you are safe. There should be 2 crystals, at least in the first one. I think in the later ones there are only 1. Think Buster coming out, Anvil of Tartarus. Use a cooldown to mitigate that. Don't have a cooldown, just be ready to heal yourself or hope that your healer is paying attention to your life. Alright, I didn't see the name of this attack, but we've got... Those will go out to each quarter. You want to dodge out of the area. Arterian Impact again, that's the raid-wide damage. Got this coming out again. I'm not turning it around because I'm looking at the crystals. One is going to be losing its life. Fastest. Right, so it looks like it's going to be this one, but we don't want to go there because he's got 2 trackers going out. So you want to go to the one that's farthest away. You don't get hit by the trackers. Don't get hit by charge. Impact going out again. Shrapnel shell. Okay, Shrapnel Shell is the one that will pick 2 different quadrants and lay waste to it with AoEs. Boss down. Alright. Fairly straightforward fights. Next dungeon is the fun one. We have a trial before that. Okay, so I'm grabbing that group, and I'm coming down here to grab the next group. Where I open the chest. There are 4 there. Just making sure I didn't lose anybody. Oh. Not what I intended to do. Right. Be one more section of pulling. Equip our new gear. Minor, but it would help us. Right, we got that. This one should summon in one little guy. This is going to be the last pull before we get to the last boss. See if I remember what the last boss is. It's hard to remember from, you know, telling what was real and what was fever dream during that week. Okay, we will skip this.
So,
Ah, yes. This guy is relatively easy.
many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far.
He will not move from this location.
You will persist in this
Will,
void
however,
no longer.
do attacks. For this, you want to not be standing on the electricity that goes out first. You want to stand on the ones that goes out slowly, and then move over once the fast ones go off. The anti-strophe. Wheel's going to come up. It's going to shoot a beam out of each face. You don't want to be standing in front of it or behind it. Left Faraga. So he's going to be doing an attack on his left side. Like so. Remember opposites in this fight because left and right, it's the enemy's sides that you're looking at.
Let the curtains rise
Curtain call.
for the main attraction.
Okay. This one, you gotta pay attention. We have that go off in an explosion. We have another fire go off in an explosion. We're going to have an ice brick that is formed momentarily. Stand behind it. You're not behind it. You will probably die.
What a boorish audience you are.
So remember that from Circus Tower? Yes, Circus Tower. Hide behind ice for the curtain call. Okay, we got the lightning again. See the fast one's going out. It goes off first. Second one's going out. Goes off a little bit later. Okay, it's going to be a right Viraga, so we're on the appropriate side. His left side. Intracte. Grade wide damage. Feeling he's going to do a tank buster on me soon. Why are you following me? I'm trying to get away from you guys. Right, pay attention to the direction that these things turn. And then get out of the way of their faces. Right, it's going to be on the left-hand, or his left-hand side. That is what I've been wanting you guys not to be near me for. The tank buster will kill anybody else that's standing near me. Eruption Forte. Oh. Yeah, they got double hit with that, I think. Left Braga. Let's get going. Gonna get hit by it. Boss is dead. That's that. Enjoyed the video. If you found it informative, got any questions, ask them below. Alright. Now we come to a really... And do this with trust. Here, this is a trial. Mother Crystal. I don't think this is the one that has the mechanics. It requires the tank limit break. One of them will require a tank limit break. I do not know if this is it. I don't think it is. Could be wrong. You know, going through and not doing the quests, or not doing the storyline, this moves a lot faster than I thought it would. Wait for a party. And a fun day. Early day. Go. The mother crystal. So my first time through here, I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned. Rest. I will try to call it out as I see it. Right?
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
So the other tank is pulling the boss into the middle. I'm going to be near the other tank in case of a tank buster.
A change of arms.
They've established
May the
threat.
test
I'm going to turn mine on so that I'm second on threat. Dawn Mantle. Okay, pay attention to the Dawn Mantles. Right, it's a red shield. You want to be under the boss for the red shield. Okay. The red stack symbol is a tank buster that the tanks have to stack for. If you are not a tank, you will die. I know this from first-hand experience. Right, Dawn Mantle coming again. It's the staff. You want to run away from the staff because it's a point-blank AoE. Get right back in there. Magus's Radiance. Grade-wide damage. So if you are the off-tank for this fight, stay near the other tank or the tank busters, because it will kill the main tank. Okay, this one...
By blade!
When you see the sword, it's a cross pattern based upon... based upon the direction that the boss is facing. Dawn Mantle coming again. She does Dawn Mantle a lot in this fight. Shield, run underneath her. Attack for the tank buster. Nice, and toss heals out, because always good to have a tank at full life in a fight like this. Got the sword coming out again, meaning it's going to be a cross.
By blade! Crystals of light, to me!
Okay, for this, everyone's going to head in the same direction, hopefully. You will have crystals that will appear. They need to be beaten down as fast as possible.
Here!
And there are going to be AoEs that happen that you've got to adjust for.
The song of creation.
You want to be as far away from center as possible.
Feel! The sorrow at hope's demise.
And there will be a stack.
Think
Get and heal out on the other healer.
and find your way in the darkness.
Off, go off, go off. Okay. So, we are not ideal right now. Not beneficial to go into this with any DPS down because it hurts. Still might be able to do it if people are being rezzed. We are not going to survive this. This is going to be a wipe. We're at 94%. We got 2 crystals left.
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
So we will re-enter this fight. Instantly, you do not want to touch the outer ring because it's instant death. Some people explaining some of the mechanics right now. We will get right back into this shortly.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
Boss being pulled to the center. Tanks on one side, DPS on the other. Hero's Radiance, that is the raid-wide damage.
A change of arms. May the test continue.
Dawn Mantle is coming. First one should be shield, so I'm going to stand under her. Yep, there's the shield.
We're near or far.
There's the stacking tank buster.
And now this.
On Mantle, this is going to be the green, meaning we get away from... Okay, green staff, get away from her.
Light unyielding.
Kin. Magus' Radiance. Dawn Mantle again. This is going to be the cross. So once we get out here, there's the sword.
By blade.
Alright, so this tank buster is a frontal cleave, so you do not want to be standing even slightly near. It's a quarter of the arena, so if you're off tanking this, try not to be on top of the tank. Dawn Mantle. And again, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a shield. Shield underneath her.
We're near or far.
Once it's done, get out from underneath. Attacking tank buster. Dawn Mantle again. Be the white cross. Sword. Right. Yep, it's a sword, so.
By blade. Crystals of light, to me.
Alright. Everybody's alive here. We're doing a lot better. So,
Here. The song of creation's end.
you want to be as far away from the middle during the AoEs as those happen.
The sorrow at hope's demise.
Stack for the stacking one.
Think.
Have one more down the middle.
Find your way in the
Yep.
darkness.
Oh, somebody's gonna die. 2 people died. Get them up. Right. We have an attack that's a blizzard attack that you have to spread out for. Oh. Back up. Alright, this is the last crystal. We made it through this phase of it.
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Right. Survived.
Then you are resolved. But this test is far from over. By crystal's light.
Crystallize. Dawn Mantle. Don't remember what Crystallize does. Mantle is the green staff.
Light
Okay.
unyielding.
Combination of things. One is delayed, so pay attention to that.
Refulgence eternal.
Our helix circle. Go down a path that does not have any lines in it. Yeah, that one has a halfway line. You want to be away from where all of the balls are going to explode. Crystallize again, meaning we're going to have a skill go out. Dawn Mantle. Probably going to be a shield. Yep, underneath. And then as soon as it goes off, immediately run out because you will get stacked with various skills. Helping the healers right now.
High or low.
Okay, for this one, pay attention to the order at which they come out. They are going to return in the same order. First, second, and third. Here we go. Dawn Mantle. Got the sword.
By blade.
Back for this. Here's the tank buster it's gonna hit.
Succumb
There we
not
go.
to fear.
Radiant Halo. Light Wave. Okay, yeah. This point, stack and stay stacked. When the waves start moving, then you move out of the way. Oh, okay. This is me being, okay. That was me misjudging where the things were. Got Dawn Mantle going. It's a shield, so we stack under her. We're gonna get the...
We're near or far.
Did not see them rezzing, so I did not mean to run over them. Light wave again. So it's gonna bring up the 4 waves around the side, and you can look where they are and their path. You should be good. Over here in this corner should be good for this. As soon as it's done, run to the edge. This is when you should be casting reses, but gotta not be standing in the waves. Back away.
Light unyielding.
That was... Okay, this is not going according to plan. Get some heals out. We want to run this way, over here, to avoid the waves. Get a heal out on one of the other players. Dawn Mantle again. As long as we have healers up, have mana, we can do this.
By blade.
Got... See if I can do Passage of Arms for this. Nope. In this fight, moving out of the way of things is more important than everything else. So, move out the way of things. Pay attention to your surroundings. The waves are going to keep coming.
Light unyielding.
Yep, that's my mistake. Wasn't paying attention. I was focused on the other players during this. So, relatively easy fight once you make it past the first thing. You just have to pay attention to the waves. Alright, third time will be the charm.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
Right, so, we're opening up. If you are main tank, have your stance on. If you're off tank, bring your stance off for the first little bit of it.
A change of arms. May the test continue.
We've got Dawn Mantle that's coming out. First 3 typically follow the same order, which is going to be shield, staff,
Near
sword.
or far.
After that, they will be random. There is a stacking tank mechanic. Stack together, you take the damage. It's halved between the 2 tanks. On Mantle, this is going to be the staff. The staff You get away from the boss.
Light unyielding.
Magus' Radiance. Grade-wide damage. Dawn Mantle. This is going to be the third one. This is going to be the sword. Once the sword goes out, you want to be in one of the corners. For this tank buster, do not be standing with the tank or near him because it goes out in a frontal cone. Right, we got one more Dawn Mantle coming out, and then we should go to phase transition. Staff, get away from the boss.
Light unyielding.
Makes his Radiance. Another Dawn Mantle. Sword, cardinal direction.
By blade.
Oh. The anti-cardinal direction. Cross, not the north, south, east,
Crystals
west.
of light. To me.
All right. Everyone move to the same spot after transition phase starts. 6 crystals will appear. We need to DPS them all down while there are attacks going out from the boss.
Here.
So for this attack, you want to be closer to the edge. Do not touch the edge because it will kill you.
Feel.
Take less damage the farther away from the middle you are for that attack.
The sorrow
We got a stack attack. Stack and share the damage from that.
And find
Right,
your
we've
way
got
in the darkness.
Another central one. You want to get away from it. Even if your DPS suffers, get away from it. Can't DPS if you're dead. Alright, this one is going to be... We are all going to be targeted. You just spread out so you don't take the damage of everybody. Don't care how close you are, you want to get away from that crystal because the attack will still go out even if the crystal dies.
Follow your light.
Okay, now would be the time to get the res going. I would not recommend taking the res until after the attack goes out. For obvious reasons. Oh. They were lucky.
Then you are resolved.
Alright. Second phase.
But this
Out of the
test
transition
is far
phase.
from over. By crystal's light.
Crystallize. Takes one of her attacks and puts it on a slight delay. Dawn Mantle coming out. Dawn Mantle is the shield, so everybody underneath. We are all going to get targeted.
We're near or far.
We need to spread out. Tanks need to stack for this mechanic. The shared tank buster.
We're high or low.
Alright. This is going to be... Blades will shoot out in those 3 directions and they are going to reverse their course. So, ideally, if you stand right next to the first one, across from the third one, you should be safe. After the first one shoots out, run away. Got Dawn Mantle coming out again.
Light unyielding.
Yeah, that was kind of on me. I didn't see what the Dawn Mantle was. Now I'm having a lag spike.
Indulgence eternal.
Alright, for this attack, you'll see where at the end of each one of the paths that it goes is going to be where a ball will appear. You don't want to be standing where there's a ball. Crystallize. Followed immediately by Dawn's Mantle. This time I will pay attention to which Dawn's Mantle it is. The sword and shield, so we run away.
By
Do not
blade.
stack. Hero Sundering. Tank Buster, you do not want to be standing on the tank. Tank should be healed up full for that.
Succumb not to fear.
Alright, we are getting the light wave section. So the rest of the fight is going to be exactly like this. There are going to be light waves from every direction. We will have a random mechanic to work with. This is a stack mechanic and you stay stacked during the entirety of it. You move out of the way of the waves. The waves will deal constant, constant damage. Right, Dawn Mantle. Shield, so we stack underneath. We're going to have to spread out immediately after. Light wave again. Okay, so for the light wave, look at the different directions that the things are coming from. So over here in the corner over here is going to be the safe spot. Right here should be safe. It's a smaller section, but it is safe. Okay, boss is going to do Dawn Mantle again. We've got one healer down, so I am going to be on... Okay, get away from the boss.
Light unyielding.
That was interesting. Okay, we're using the limit break for that. Not where I would have used it, but that's okay. Alright, so behind us is going to be the safe location, right over here. If you have to continuously move, you'll see that there's a light square outline around the waves. So you can see the box of where they're going to be doing damage.
By blade.
Some people got too close to each other. Here we got... That's the healer. I'm going to cover the healer, pop up Sheltron, and die. So, I save the healer. Got Dawn Mantle coming again. Staff, get away from the boss.
Light unyielding.
I'm going to do my best to try to get my mana back as fast as possible. Got the stack again. In the directions we want to go, I'm gonna run over here. And I'm gonna hope that I can get some heat off. Yeah, that's good. We got Dawn Mantle again. We got people alive. Field underneath the boss. We're gonna have to run away immediately. Almost have everybody back alive. Light wave is coming out again. Alright, we are now in a good position. Oh no, I'm going to the wrong side. Remember that these are also moving. You've got to dodge out of their way. Oh, I don't have the mana. Right, Dawn Mantle coming out again. It's the sword. Move accordingly, stack for the mechanic. Light wave. Okay. Over here is going to be safe. The first section, and then I gotta run behind this wave to get safe. Okay, Dawn Mantle. Feeling, yep, it's gonna be shield, so everybody underneath.
We're near or far.
Spread out. Light wave again. Stack mechanic. Everyone's alive for the stack mechanic. Everybody takes a lot less damage, so try to stay alive. It's not a complete loss as long as you've got healers that know how to dodge. Right, that's the staff. I need to get away.
Light unyielding.
I was out of there. I am experiencing a little bit of lag. Okay, we want to go into this corner. This corner will be safe. If you don't get to the position that you want to be in, make sure that you're watching where the waves are going so you can dodge them. Dawn Mantle again. Sword.
By blade.
One will go off and then the other. Make sure that you are not stacking after one goes off. You can get all of it done in sequential order. Alright. So anywhere on the left-hand side of the arena from where I'm standing. Gonna move the boss because people are deciding to stand in the wave's path. Alright, Dawn Mantle, we've got the limit break going out, and that is going to be the fight completed. Don't stop doing mechanics until screen blacks on you. Only took us 3 tries. Hope you found it informative. A really long fight. It'll get easier as you go. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Right. Come on. I think we're going to be able to get our armor soon. Rostra. Okay, I really don't like the way that this room is designed. But there are 99 shards in there. Okay, we are making preparations for our journey. We're going to be unlocking something soon, but part of it is going to be one of those unskippable things. But it means that we'll be able to get our armor and our weapon. Oh, just skip ahead a couple minutes if you want to skip this. because spoilers that I can't really pass. Click through it. Try to click through it. Yeah, you probably should be skipping ahead if you don't want spoilers. I try my best to avoid them, but I know how it be. Okay. Would that I could skip this. You should be the last one. We're out of here quickly. Or should... Oh, suppose I was wrong. I thought it was 3. Right. Done. Did it. Alright. Top gear, tank. Lightbringer. Shield. Paladin. Have all the paladin gear. Recommended gear. Can't dye it. Can preview what the dye would look like. What the hell? Yes, we have a crown. You can take the crown. Alright. So that brings us up to 553, which is going to be enough to do most content. Visit the summoning bell. Alright. Skipping cutscene. phone. Gotta wait for everything to load up. This is a very busy. There are 2 hubs now in game. One of them is Old Shoreland, the other one is Radzat Han. And yeah. So from this point forward, big spoilers. Of course I didn't attune. Alright, so we're going to go attune. 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 Thing I'm not too fond of when it comes to the winter months where I'm at. Moisture drops by about 15%, humidity that is, and it's just into that range where I start getting nosebleeds like every day. It's annoying. I'm sitting here with a bloody nose right now. Nor much fun. Alright, let's get this done. This scene cannot be skipped. This scene can be skipped. See? Alright. As I said earlier, from this point forward, there's going to be a lot of spoilers. It's not going to be possible to skip through everything. You're going to be seeing stuff. You're going to be hearing stuff that, yeah, will be potentially spoiling the story. So, and while we're here, just realized I've got over 200 videos that I've made. Welcome to Ultima Thule. That's not just a nice dragon. That is a stellar dragon. Okay. All right. I found this vantage point on Sav and was like, I gotta come back here. So now I remember where it's at. I will myself a nice little cut. I know where to come in the future. We might make it to the final duties tonight. I don't think this place is going to take longer than 2 hours. If we are doing the storyline, yes it would. But we're not doing the storyline, we are just getting through as fast as possible. Now, out of all the places in this game, this is the one where you want to get flying the most because of various. You won't be able to reach certain fates unless you do, and they're the fates that allow you to get special items. Sure to attune to every aetheryte you see. Don't need to run ahead to attune because you will run across every single one. Progress of stuff. Okay. Stiller Wyvern. Percentage is it at? Oh. I think we'll stop and get this. Can't jump over it. Yeah, this section took like 2 hours to get through. Really interesting, too. I love the background. Looking through this expansion, I'm pretty sure that some of the design staff from Kingdom Hearts came over and joined this. A lot of stuff in this later areas just reek of Kingdom Hearts, and I don't mean like Final Fantasy type stuff from Kingdom Hearts. I mean just the design styles that were specifically in those games. Or these tree shrub-like things, like enemies, distance. Oh, Saturday. Probably gonna log in. Probably won't be streaming on Saturday. One more that pops up. Nope. When I mount for a short distance like that, I'm reminded of the Futurama episode with, superheroes, where Fry and Leela become superheroes. And the zookeeper is just like, get that item for me, and the bird just flies like 10 feet, grabs the thing, and comes back. It's like, could have handed it to you. See, I am machine like you people. No hurt. I'm machine. All the Aetherites too. Yeah, we're gonna get through this relatively fast. These little branches, each one takes a bit of time, and it explains a lot of... It's good exposition. Storyline. Oh golly. Find the one that's not appropriate. You are not appropriate. We're going to question you. Ha 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 ha. Also, since all these things are using Greek, there is a fate that pops in this place for an entity known as Kai. Kai is spelled C-H-I because letter, not pronounced chi. So, yeah. Just remember phi. Pretty sure a lot of people are calling it chi, though. That's okay if they've never heard it. That is, by English standards, what it is. Right. We are about 2/3 of the way through this entire area. I mean, the entire map. So it actually goes really fast. Faster than I expected. We're gonna get 2 more duties before the end. That will give us 6 to do, possibly tomorrow. I can relax a bit on the Final Fantasy XIV. Ooh. Nice. Very Final Fantasy IV. Identify the anomaly. All the yes, crystal path. Okay. Another one of these. When you come across these little spots, you can stop and listen to what your companions have to say. Done on. I am just running by them. Storyline is not the. And I think once I hit, the appropriate point with this character, I am going to go back and try to do some other jobs. Just ones that I'm not as familiar with. I may take Summoner from level 1 up. Just to try to teach how to play. On Sav, I'm not going to be playing Summoner. Go Scholar like I normally. Last one, be glowing. Or is the Necropolis? Let's go for the ones that are. Well, let's knock them out. Like object. Far over there, which we will loop around to. playing through this like both these ways.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
This shows me how much storyline they actually put into this. This took forever to get through. About, as I said, about 6 hours,
Do not
and
despair.
it's been
You are
about
not without allies.
less than an hour.
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price.
And we for our part are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen.
Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home. I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
Strong art thou, mortal.
Look to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Let's finish this.
It ends. All right. First level 90 dungeon. The first one we'll get tomestones for. Gonna take a short respite right now. go. All right, come on. Let's get this started, friends. Get into the dead ends. This is one that will take potentially multiple runs. The dead ends.
So you are finally here.
Right.
Once upon a time,
Have our stuff
there
on.
was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
For the trash, you can pull it. You gotta dodge some stuff, but that's cool.
Until they curse not the illness,
Should be 2 pulls,
but their fellow corrupted.
and every time you come in, Medion is gonna be talking with you. Talking at you. Okay, we're just gonna use all our heals. Okay. That was not right. Hallowed ground had been up before. Grab the ones with the highest life. Die. Okay. So, careful on your pulls, because the lag will kill you. I'll have to go back and rewatch that section, because I saw hallowed ground go up, and then I died. Caustic Grabelov. First boss. All right. This boss has some interesting stuff to deal with.
Who died and decayed.
First one is the wind. You'll notice the wind is blowing. Is blowing that direction. So we will get these. You want to come and you want to stand in a place where these gas clouds are not going to hit you. They will gradually move down. And yeah, first time in here I tried to dodge. You cannot easily dodge those. They will move too fast and you will get hit and you will die. Off up. I think this is raid wide. Nope. Targeted ground. Follows for 3 hits. Then we got the Doritos. Stack for the Doritos. Always when you get the red triangle over your head, stack with other people with the red triangle. If you don't, you are going to have something nasty happen. Right? We're coming to the direction that the wind is coming from. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna wait for these to show up. We're gonna do Wave of Nausea. We'll hide in the little tiny spot where they overlap. Then move out and find a safe spot to stand as the wind pushes the gas clouds out of the way. Alright, we get the tank buster. We don't want to stand on the tank for that. If you are the tank, just pop a minor cooldown. Lighted water, that is everybody stack. Defoulment, targeted AoE. Don't stand on anybody. Pop up is happening again. Gonna move a little bit. 2, 3. Got this again. Yeah, you'll get feared. Heal out on them. The next wind coming out. Oh. Wave of nausea. Goes out and then move. And a lot of avoiding, it's just a matter of figuring out what to avoid. If you're going through blind, it can be a little bit tricky at first, but after a wipe you kind of learn.
And the very last of them wished they had never been born at all. In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the selfsame lives it had saved.
Minor healing going on ourselves. Treasure coffer. And Infinity are chained. And I have one at the door, so I will be right back. Yeah, I'll check in a second. I will be right back.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
Sorry about that. Alright. Good. Don't want to run over those. Avoid what you can.
They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
Sorry for that little interruption. Somebody dropping off some presents at the door. It's Christmas. Heal off. Off hallowed ground, just to be safe. That get the next cooldown going. Pop your cooldowns as you see need fit. And I like to stun the last few seconds if I can. Got one more treasure chest up here. We've got the second boss. Peacekeeper. Inappropriate name for war machine. Okay, decimation is going to be raid-wide damage. And it creates a ring of fire. Electromagnetic repellent is going to knock you back. Do not be standing underneath the boss. It's not going to knock you back. Want to be standing. You don't want to be standing underneath the boss because the boss will create an electromagnetic thing underneath him. You're going to send out bits. The bits are going to put a line AoE in front of them, and then he's going to target everyone with a different ability. Now, this is the one you've got to pay attention to. This is the one that can screw up a lot of people. You've got to go back and forth between the safe spots. The pattern is always going to be going across. Now that one looked easy. The next one is going to be 3, and it's going to overlap, so you're going to want to be watching where you need to go. Alright, this one is going to be a chase going clockwise. You're also going to have the bits coming out. I'm going to go someplace where you're going to be safe. And you want to move ASAP so you don't get hit by the chasing circles. Got a knockback with rings, so stand somewhere where you're not going to get hurt. Pushed back into the fire. Alright, elimination. Tank buster. Unless you're the tank, don't stand there. No future again. Going out. Here we go. That's the third one. That's a shame. We're gonna have to do this fight again. Maybe. Heal on them. On them. Deltron up. Nope, I am... Decimation is raid-wide damage. Peacekeeper doing? Nope, doing this one. Okay. We're going to have to dodge and go around in a circle. This will give me the ability to get some mana back. That will go off. Run. Push back. That going out, I'm going to pop double cooldown. Heal me a bit. Heal on myself. No future again. This is where you gotta make sure we know what we're doing. Dodge. Dodge. Get a heal on our friend. Get some mana. Information coming out. I'd go and get the Sheltron again. Mana, I need to get more mana again. Peacefire, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's that. The rotate. Meaning we've got time to get our mana back. Right. Gonna go off, we can stand here for a sec. Gotta get you healed. Knockback. And that was very well done. Very well done.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
Alright. This is by far my favorite place in this expansion. This is beautiful. You're in the distance, the golden fields.
Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
Don't think we can move past Medion. I suppose we can. Can't move past the gate. Okay, let's get all this out. So, I hope that in that last fight you were able to see the fact that we had no healer other than me. That, it was just a dance, and you can avoid a lot of the damage. Stun them both. Finish them off.
What its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
Looking for the treasure chest, I thought there was one here. I'll toss the Sheltron to heal a bit while we run up this way. Sheltron again. And we just AoE everything down. We'll get some heals going. That's the other. And get hallowed ground up. I didn't realize that we lost one of our DPS. I'm gonna try to get some of these single target ones down first. Ones that are low. Eltron up. Arm's length. I got no more cooldowns. But I do have stuns. Nope, nope, nope. Go, go, go. Heal. Heal, and Sheltron's up. Alright. Having to work for stuff in this one. Got no issue with that. Alright. Ra-ia. Or Ra-la. I do not know how that is. Said.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts.
First time fighting this boss, it gave me a lot of difficulty. Gentle Glow is going to be raid-wide damage, and it's relatively heavy damage. So, be prepared for that. Pity is the tank buster. Minor cooldown for it. Trance. Boss is going to move to the side. And then jump in one of a few directions. And you basically want to be over here and run to where it's not going to attack you. It's not going to hit you. Because you'll get a stack of the increased damage debuff, and that can be very bad in this.
Bathed in its golden glow.
Okay. You don't want to be hit by the center.
Ever after.
And you want to look for the butterflies and what direction they're facing. You do not want to get hit by that because it will give you a doom that you cannot remove. Loving Embrace. One wing is going to glow. You want to be on the opposite side of that wing. Trance is happening again. So being about right here should be good. That way. This way. Okay. This is the way you want it set up, because by the time the first one is cleared, you can run there. Don't stack for Still Embrace, because it will exponentially increase the damage. Alright, it's going to the side. Doing this. Okay. Don't stand with it, but you're gonna do Loving Embrace. You pick a side, make sure that the butterflies are not aiming at you, and Benevolence is going to be DAC mechanic. Warm Glow. Toss that up, and we'll do Divine Veil as well. See if we can get... oh, it's double Warm Glow. That is a healer check right there. That Tossing up my Beltron, that's going to mitigate some of the damage. Prancing again. It's going to go over there, so I'm over here. Right, we want to be all the way over here. With Prance, you want to look ahead to see if you can find where to stand. Dodge out of it. Okay, so the beam's gonna go out. That's gonna start charging. Gonna be on that side, so we want to be stood right here. And dodge after each one as need be. Benevolence. Attack mechanic. Don't have Divine Veil up yet. Form Glow going out. And that is... Yep. Dragoon just did so very well in that. Ah, that was the dead ends. And I got all 3 commendations for that. Got, skip the storyline. And this is going to be the last one for tonight. I mean, potentially last one. Alright, this is the final day. Come on, press your button, please, my friend. The final day.
Our hunt ends this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Alright.
Even
So,
stars must die.
Elegia. Raid-wide damage. Oh. Yes. So. Elegia. Gonna do raid-wide damage. Remember, I missed it the first time it happened, but you'll see that a planet gets summoned. And you want to move away from where the planets are going to connect and explode. And you want to go to the middle. You can fall off the edge here. Be warned of the edge.
Utterly futile.
Okay, Ellen Chose. Gonna be down the middle. If her mouth starts glowing, it's gonna be in the middle. If her eyes are going, then it's going to be her wings. So mouth for middle, eyes for sides.
This is a kindness.
You don't want to be standing next to any of the feathers.
All
So
of us have known despair.
when you are running from that, okay, we got a tank buster that goes out on both tanks. So everybody will...
Seen the end.
I kind of wish she would shut up. So that's the raid-wide damage, and it summons the planets. We want to go over to the left-hand side because the faster planet... And this is the second form of
The
this.
same end. Again and again.
Rewinds. It happens again. So, there's going to be the point where we have... Everybody's going to get targeted with a ground cone coming out from the boss. Wherever you're standing is going to drop a feather where you're standing, and when that feather goes off, it is a small circle around the feather, so you do not want to be standing next to the feathers. I will explain it again when we get there. I was a bit distracted by having somebody just following me the entire time. Alright.
A sorrow so deep
Ecstasis.
only emptiness remains.
Remember what these guys do. Oh. Create puddles underneath them. Right up to the very edge.
'Tis so lonely between the stars.
Alright, we are in transition. So, run to the edge. Avoid standing on people that are targeted. Got these guys again. In the middle because it's her eyes glowing that time.
We have seen the end.
Yeah, Unforgotten. Elegia, Unforgotten. Maybe... World Smash. I got hit by it because I was not paying attention and walking backwards instead of side running like I'm supposed to. Mouse was not in the right spot. Alright. This is the double one. Have that one go off. We gotta get away from the second one. Second one is going to rewind.
The same end. Again and again.
Whichever one rewinds first, I believe, is going to... Okay. That one is going to rewind. The healer down. I'm gonna try to make up some black while that healer gets raised.
This is a kindness.
Okay. Out. Let's get a heal on the healer. Your eyes are going, so you want to be middle. And the healer's down again. Hubris. Tank Buster.
All of us have known despair.
Gloria. Those guys again. And get out of the middle. Get out of the middle. Her mouth was going that time.
No happiness in life.
Planetes. Okay.
There
This is
only
transition.
one place it may be found.
Made it to the halfway point. Now this is a fight where the tanks need to use the limit break. I do not know when. I'm hoping the other tank does. I'm paying attention to everything around. Got the planet that's going to be falling over there. And it's going to be falling over there. Green line lines up with where it's going to hit. It kind of looks like the very middle is safe. I'm not going to play with that. Catastrophe. Grade-wide damage is what Catastrophe does.
Oblivion.
Alright, we got this going. Level 3. Okay. When you get a countdown like that, it's usually a tank limit break moment. Get the other tank healed up. Alright, we survived.
No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate.
Fatalism.
Your time has come. It always does.
Okay, and we go into a cutscene.
What is this defiance? No! The hatred, the pain, the loss.
So, if I recall correctly, we're going to progressively
We
get...
cannot suffer it again.
Bonuses to our damage here.
We will stand against fate.
No matter the cost.
We've been here before. Many a
Do
time.
not stand in the AoEs.
Thus do we know.
To never give up. The hope will shine again.
From this point forward, I believe it is just dodging what you can.
What we saw. What I saw.
And healing through everything.
This can only end in misery and desolation.
Boss is gradually dealing more damage as well.
No life, no star, nor the universe itself.
Okay, let's get...
None should
It's a
hope
DPS
for
race at this
better.
point. But it's not a bad DPS race. Gotta try to stay alive. And that is that fight taken care of.
If this was not...
Pink, okay. Now the healers. And that is going to be the last one for tonight because there is there's a lot of story to go between here and there are some instanced things as well. So, thank you all for watching. We're going to end it here. I hope you had a wonderful night. I will get these videos up on YouTube before I go to bed tonight. So, have a wonderful evening. Be well. See you tomorrow for at least 2 duties. Possibly 6. Take care.